What's up, everybody? It's HCPW here. CRFP commentary. WWE Backlash, St. Louis. Saturday, May 10th. We did not watch that until much later. Much later.
Lifes. That's why.
Life be lifing.
It be lifing.
It be lifing. But hey, subscribe, like, share, click that bell, do all that jazz. And this begins with the Fatal 4-Way United States title match. And I honestly wish they wouldn't do a Fatal 4-Way because I get tired of that. Okay, let's put in our top 4 people and help them get one person over and push a new storyline.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll give it up. Pushing a new storyline, they are good at that. Something's going to come out of the match one way or the other. I think that it downplays stuff, and I think it can hype up new things that they're not going to use.
I can see that.
That's their formula.
Yeah.
So this is LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest versus Jacob Fatu, who is the current champion. All right. So the match starts, and it's a 2-on-2 scramble, but then it breaks down into opening shine moments. And LA Knight, he shines on Fatu for a bit. Fatu slightly sells, but he does a good job at doing that harder than hard dude that you just can't put down, but he will get hit though.
Unstoppable.
Yes. Yeah, and Cedric could see Fatu delivering moves to himself. And I had to point out that that's what wrestling mainly is. The problem is we ain't supposed to be able to see it so clearly.
Yeah.
Like Fatu was just, hey, I'm gonna do this to myself. I'm gonna do that to myself. You just be in position to make the arm movement, and I got the wrist.
Yeah, it was like a grounded lung blow when he just tossed himself back on the LA Knight's knees. I'm like, wait a minute, bro.
Sometimes Fatu is overly professional, because it's like this supposed to go this way, opposed to I got to call a certain audible because now I know what it looked like. He's too professional. He's too nice. He need to stop that. Need to stop that. Priest and Knight, they shined on Fatu, and then Priest shined, and the fans shouted they won the tables. Nobody did anything hardcore.
Nope.
Nobody did anything indie at the time.
Nope.
I would not use tables in my matches. I'd be tired of it. I would be sick of it. They ain't gonna be shouting for tables for a while because I'm gonna break them of that habit. They're like children. You keep giving them the candy. I want candy. Give me candy. You're like, all right. Every time they do it, all right. And then you stop. Now they mad because you ain't giving them what they're entitled to. It's like, no, we stopping this. Ain't no tables, ain't no barricades. It's wrestling. It's heel work. It's a program.
I don't mind the barricades. I don't mind the ring, slamming backs in the barricades and
No, it's breaking them. It's breaking the barricade. It's the same one on the same side every time. We got to stop this. Educate the fans to worry about the ring and somebody's skill and ability. So Priest shined on Drew. Fatu shut down Priest with a Samoan drop on the barricade.
On the barricade.
It was good too.
It was.
It was good.
It was pinpoint.
Yep. After Fatu broke down Priest, he and Drew square off trying to hype up the fans, but the fans are behind Fatu only.
Yeah.
After a long competitive setup on the top rope, and I mean a long contrived setup on the top rope, Fatu no-sold a front suplex by Drew and then shined all brightly on everyone, even doing an elbow suicida on Priest outside the ring, who had just got off the table. The fans were way up, and then they did the high spot for each one when it wasn't even needed. Everyone getting a move in.
Yeah.
Then they fall out. The fans were up, and y'all did that. I was like, come on. Drew hit the boot kick on Knight, and Priest yanked the ref out in 2.5.
And I tell you what, the look that Drew gave Priest, like, there you are again, the throwing him outside, and Priest looking like, Yup.
And then it's like, he just cost him the belt again. I was like, shut up. Shut up. He did not cost him the belt. I was like, he did not cost him the belt. Y'all sound like idiots. Stop it. He didn't cost him the belt. He didn't have it. He didn't have the belt.
He just thwarted that opportunity to potentially get it.
The belt won't even up for grabs. It's Fatu's belt. You got to get it off him.
No, you don't. Pin anybody and get it.
Yeah, but it will come off of who? Fatu.
That's true.
There you go. You ain't got to beat him, but you'll get it off of him. Him be champion. So, Priest looked at Drew afterwards, and then they started fighting.
Yeah, because Drew felt a way about that.
I would feel the way about that too. Drew and Priest fight outside and set up a choke slam.
Yeah, they fight off.
It took so long. He got a choke slam onto poofy tables, so taking them out. Jacob and Knight fought outside, and Knight got the upper hand, and Jacob, he got him on the table. Solo on the announce table. Solo pulls Jacob off, and then Jeff Cobb show up, and I'm like, cool. Yeah, we already knew he was signed.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said it during commentary, if I was just saying it to you in general conversation. I was like, well, he's gonna show up and help. He's gonna help Solo because he looks Samoan. He's Hawaiian.
He's an islander.
He's an island boy. That's what Jeff is.
Him big.
Him big. He's Gachmuchi. So thank you, Romero of the Rockied one, so, for helping me understand that. Jacob, Jeff Cobb, he did just enough.
Mm-hmm.
He did just enough to be a presence, just enough to let everybody know, hey, this dude just helped you win. And Fatu's like, who the hell you be? I'm like, who the hell do you be?
Mm-hmm.
And you get expressions mean so much.
Yeah, and
nobody said a word. It's just expressions.
Nothing. But Jeff was looking like, yep, I'm here and I helped. Solo's looking like he here and he might be replacing you.
And Fatu was like, what y'all plotting on me?
Yeah.
But how? Because y'all can't hold a candlestick to me.
No.
So what y'all plotting on?
So let's amend that. Solo cannot hold a candlestick to him.
No, he can't.
Jeff Cobb's got a candlestick all his own.
Yep. Y'all, look, I'm not body shaming. But if Solo wants to hold a candlestick, okay, and be competitive and hope to win against Jacob, he's got to trim up his facial hair. That's what he's got to do.
All you got to do is cut off that stuff on the sides.
Yeah, the scruffy part at the side.
That Scasey stuff on the side, because it's not filling in anymore.
Once he get that, he going to be all right.
And then, do something to his hair. His gear has been looking all right. When he's been coming out in the top and the black pants with his gloves, he looks good. He should not wear blazers. Blazers don't work on him. If he's going to wear blazers, it's got to be tailored to fit.
See, I won't try to go that far because I don't really care. I like the color coordinate.
The color coordinating is good, but he doesn't look good in the blazers that he wears. It'd be like Bobby Lashley going and getting something off the rack. It's not going to work. He's got the body type, Solo does, where he needs it tailored to suit his body. If he did that, he looks spot on. But since he has not been wearing blazers, he's just been wearing a nice dressy-ish top with his slacks, he looks so much better. I just got to get that hair game together.
Solo, I bet he's got that level of luck where if he did get blazers tailor-made to fit, his body would just lose weight. And he'd be like, what happened? What happened? Am I bulimic in my sleep? What happened? And then it's just, I'm thinking that's what he's like, I don't even know what happened. I even stopped working out. What happened?
And see, y'all think I'm hating. I'm not. Solo's going for a look, and I know what he needs to do to pull it off.
She's not hating.
I'm not hating.
She ain't hating. I know. And the reason I know is because she got a Solo shirt.
I do not. I don't have no shirt. I don't have nobody's shirt.
All right.
I'm not hating. I'm not body shaming. I'm just saying there are little things he could tweak that would put him over the top, and he would look like.
I just think he need to shave the shit off his cheeks, and he'll be all right. And he'll win.
You know, if you want to conduct yourself like a mafioso, you need to get your.
Don't do it like that dumbass on NXT.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that crap. Don't do that. Leave that
Watch
alone.
Bobby and Benjamin.
That's how you conduct yourself.
That's how you conduct yourself. You don't need that. You need to cut all that stuff off your head, let it grow into a little bit fuzzy, and you be golden. Get you a nice tailored suit.
Hey, look.
I'm telling you, man.
Cedra. Bobby Lashley. All right, with a rugged beard, like Action Hank.
Action Hank.
Dude would look right, wouldn't he? He had the full-on nice beard, full-on like 1970s blaxploitation beards.
I can see him with a beard, but it can't be too thick.
Now you want to mess up Lashley? Put just a mustache on him.
No, that won't work.
Give him the Tom Selleck look.
No. Folks be scared then.
Yep, but look, Jacob, he looked confused about the help. He went to the ring. He attacked Knight, hit the moonsault. 1, 2, 3. It was over. And he's like, "What y'all doing?"
It was more than confused. It was confusion and don't start it.
And he walked with the belt over his shoulder. I was like, "Oh, you looking cool." Everybody got to do the belt over the shoulder thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, "All right, you good."
So they got setting up something else going, and I'm happy to see Jeff Cobb in WWE and not AEW.
Let's hope he can stay. Oh, Jeff Cobb, New Japan, awesome. Yes. G1, not so good. G1, damn good. Never gonna win. They don't value you. Your point system in the G1 shows your placement on the card, and he plays where? Mid card, top rank, mid card.
Yeah.
That's where he plays. AEW, you come in, we don't know what you're doing. You're the assassin. You lose everything. You
like
get beat up
twice,
and then we don't hear from you anymore because LOL you. And then sometime later he's in WWE. Let's see what they're gonna do with him here.
He's a big man, so they're gonna let him be a big man, and that's what I appreciate because on AEW they don't like big men.
They don't. Just check this out. The Hurt Syndicate, before they got there were tag teams. They get there, there's no tag teams all of a sudden. The one thing that they are is a tag team, and there's no tag teams all of a sudden. AEW ain't nothing but tag teams for 5 years, and now all of a sudden you get a legit good tag team, one that's probably not going to play ball like FTR did, and all of a sudden there's no tag teams.
Exactly.
And FTR ain't got nothing to do with them, and they went heel quickly.
Yes, they got nothing to do with them. The term that describes MVP, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin is unfuckwithable.
Yep.
They're unfuckwithable. They are big. They are good. They are seasoned. They are veterans, and they know how to conduct their business. So they can't be toyed with by the Young Bucks.
They have a match with Young Bucks that lasts longer than 9 minutes, and people are going to be mad. So I'm just saying. So let's get back to Backlash. All right. Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch. I just think that's a horrible last name.
It is.
Versus Lyra Valkyria.
And Lyra Valkyria, she came out and it looked like
job face, as you said.
She did.
She just said that. She was like, I think she got job face. I'm like, rewind and look at it, and I was like, oh
she
my.
Really did.
Now,
even her makeup didn't look right. It's like she had her eyeshadow on, but she was like, man, forget the rest.
Yep. And this turned bad. So Lyra, she looks scared for the opening of the match, even as she applies the double arm ringing Boston Crab or Campana or the rocking chair, whichever you want to call it. But yeah, you got to apply that with the actual Boston Crab. And then Becky takes control, and then indie level kicks in, and she jaw jacks Lyra's fiance. Becky did. And then, I mistook him for a female, so my bad, y'all. Because, straight up, this is what happened. It was like, yeah, and she's over there, talking trash to Lyra's fiance. And I was like, well, okay, so she's same sex. That's cool. Let's move on. And she was like, huh?
Yeah, I was, what?
I was like, well, yeah, so, I was like, it was a woman. So, because, it's no thing. And then I'm like, she's gonna turn into a thing. I'm like, man, if you like, you like. You don't, you don't. Just move on with life.
No, it's not a thing. It's just that it's not a woman.
And she's like, and I was like, huh? And then she rewinds it. And I'm looking. I'm like, oh. And she just started laughing.
I mean, it was a dude. He was a clean shaven, lots of long, wavy, curly hair. He
had perfect, wavy hair that I have ever only seen on a woman, and he had a pretty face.
Very, very thin, but it was a dude. Yeah.
Look, I'll let you know, CJ. I'm gonna let y'all know at the time. I was like, okay, must be a transgender female. Let's go. That's it. Must be a transgender female. Let's go. That's what I thought. Because I didn't care. I didn't think they should have even gone over there. I didn't think none of that should have been even part of the situation. But they did what they did, and he was like, no, that's not transgender. That's not a female. That's a dude. And I'm like, okay, cool, and move on because I don't give a shit. I just don't. I don't care. I really don't. And it's not. I don't care in that negative way. When I say I don't care, I mean like it means nothing to the match. I'm worried about the match. You love who you want to love. You want to go outside and love on a giant rock, then have at it. If you're pansexual, whatever, I don't give a damn what you do. Just whatever you do, don't harm me or anybody else. If you're going to harm somebody I don't like. You know, I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Harm someone that I don't like. Because if I don't like them, they must have done something bad.
So there's something about this match.
Yeah.
Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch.
You about to jump ahead of me, ain't you? You about to jump ahead of me.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You about to jump ahead of me, ain't you? You about to do that, ain't you? Huh?
Go ahead.
So this allows Lyra to fight back, gain tons of birdie control. Lyra lands an avalanche suplex for a 2 count, and then they're up at full power a moment later.
Yeah.
Really? Commentary lets you know Lyra is the underdog, and it's bad when the champ is seen as the weak one. It really is. Becky holds the ropes on the O'Connor roll, gets caught, ain't no thing. Becky survives a finisher, and they get back, and they got back and start strike exchange. Why, I don't know. Don't know strike exchange was needed. Yay boos, as some call them.
Yeah.
They go half and half for a bit. Lyra kicks out of the Sambo Slam, and it was a good one. Becky looks like Chucky is real and he's coming to get her. And she kicked out. That's how she looked. Chucky's there. He's coming to get me. It's like, man, well, shut up and die.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know, just shut up and let him take you. He done killed everybody else. All he wants is a body. So look, Becky gets a chair. The ref takes forever with it to get it out the ring. So Becky removes the pad from the corner. Lyra goes on offense for a 2 count. This ruffles her feathers. Lyra is thrown onto the padded 2nd buckle and then takes a Sambo Slam for a 2 count. The ref stops it and attempted stopped the attempted head ram to the top buckle, and then uncharacteristically goes and gets the pad from the floor.
The floor.
I'm like, huh? And then it's late on the count, allowing Becky to kick out of the Michinoku Driver 2, which never pins anybody anymore. Mm-hmm. Becky and the fans are upset, and they was chanting BS. Becky thumbed Lyra in the eye, and it might have been legit. Because Lyra was moving towards her. Becky poked, and I think Becky poked low. You're supposed to thumb the eyebrow or just below it or the top of the lower cheek and then put your knuckle up. If you do the bottom cheek and put your knuckle up, and it's like, oh, and it looks real bad, especially when because it's supposed to be quick and a jerking motion back, and you can't tell. Okay?
Yeah, but I think she got that eye.
She got that eye. Lyra counters with the roll up for the pin. Becky attacks her after the match.
No, but
now you can have fun. You can have fun.
During the pin, she's pinning her and holding her eye.
And barely got the pin on her. She's too busy comforting her eye.
Yes. So that eye got jacked up.
And then the staff is trying to stop the attack that Becky is delivering onto her. And she's got the seated armbar on her. And Lyra's like, I don't care about my arm. I am confident in my eye.
Yes, that arm is getting wrenched on, and she got her hands on her eye. So that eye was hurt.
The fans are not happy that Lyra retained. The fans wanted the heel to mess her up and get the belt back and be champion, because the fans today, let me explain something, all right? Tell me where I'm telling lies. I've been a part of E-Fed communities. I've listened to people through these years on their shoot interviews and stuff. You know, the one thing consistent with E-Fed promoters, fans, wrestlers, and all of that, they all gravitate to liking the heel. That's what has happened. They like the heel. Tony Khan like heels. That's why his baby faces look stupid and his heels look so almost unbeatable. That's why. The fans did not want the babyface to win, because the heel comes off as a legitimate badass. The heel has more fun. The heel can talk trash, jump you, beat on you, use weapons on you, and it's great because that's what they would like to do.
And for faces to be successful, they have to be badasses, or they need to be neutral. But the I am a real American, fight for the rights of every man, that's not what folks are digging anymore. I'm gonna come out here and be happy and jovial, and I wear the bright colors and I cheer and yay, like Tom Zink. And nobody's nobody's feeling that. Nobody's feeling that. If for a face to be successful, they gotta have an edge to them.
Case in point, the next match coming up.
Oh, but let me finish with this.
Well, finish then.
Shut up. So,
people are trying to listen.
The Becky Lynch Lyra Valkyria match, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It wasn't like a Nia Jax match, no. But the thing is, these women are small, and I'm not hating on them either. I mean, if you're small, you're small. They can do the thing, but they're small. But when they do their moves, especially Becky Lynch's move, what was it called? A manhandle something?
Yeah, Sambo Slam, basically. Standing
she put
Sambo
that
Slam
on Lyra about 3 times. And it's supposed to be an impactful move. But when she puts that move on her, it's like a real hard pap. Yep. It's not like when dudes do move. Once they're heavier, 2, they can apply more force. These are just smaller women. They're not as strong, unfortunately. And a lot of wrestling is very auditory. You know, what you hear leads to it being a more impactful move. And I'm sure it hurt. It just didn't sound like it. So it sounded like they were not doing a lot of damage the whole time because they're just so light.
The next match coming up, Intercontinental title match. Penta versus Dominic Mysterio. Okay. Dominic is the current champion. And beloved. Hey, look, WWE. No. WWE staff, okay, camera people. When Penta comes out and he's about to do his strut, back up. I don't know why y'all haven't caught on. Y'all supposed to be in business producing television live for over 30 years. His opening strut. Y'all got him screaming in the camera with the spiraling lights. That's great. But after he's done screaming, back up so you can get a full body view of him doing his strut in his outfit. Or show him from lower chest down to his feet. I mean, if AEW's production can manage to do this, y'all should be able to. Yes. And I mean, not only that, Penta even gives you the signal that he's about to do it. Yes. He gives you the
After he's done with the Cero Miedo, back up. Because I've been trying to give y'all the benefit of the doubt since he got there. I told Cedric, they'll get it. They'll figure it out.
And I said, no, they're not, because they stupid.
And y'all haven't got it. Just
because they stupid. Up. They do what they want to do.
Back up so you can see he does a thing. Everybody's got a thing. Y'all show Drew McIntyre walk slower than your deadest zombie from the front, from the back of the house, full, head to toe. We see this slow man slowly walking to the bagpipes to the ring. Y'all can back up a little bit and give us a full view. Of Penta.
Penta does a mixture of Fargo strut and Razor Ramon since it's WWE. All right? And it's a good mixture. It's the coolest strut in wrestling. He's been doing it for ages. And y'all need to pick up on it. Y'all busted. Y'all are just busted. Man.
Back up. That's all.
Back up. Because I ain't got much to go in this match, so I railed on that for a bit. But
I didn't know the answer, so I drew a little man.
There you go. And I wrote, the fans cheer Penta, but they love Dom.
Yeah.
The whole match was 50-50 with some dives. Dom, Penta dove on Dom a few times.
It wasn't excessive.
No,
it was
the dives weren't excessive. It was like, what, maybe 2 each?
Yeah, it wasn't like every other move was jumping from the rafters and swinging from the rinds. It was good.
Penta disappointed me at one spot because he took forever to get to the top rope to get onto the post, and then he did this short range dive on the Dom, and Dom had to wait on him.
Penta was hurt.
Oh, he was hurt after that one dive, and I was like, he done landed all on his butt crack.
No, before that. He was hurt before that. Dom threw him into the steps, and I think the edge of the steps caught his back. After that, he was holding the same spot over and over again.
You think that might have got a muscle?
It got some because he was holding the same spot.
And it wasn't the sciatic nerve area.
Nah, it was a little higher than that.
Yeah.
It was probably a deep bruise, but he was, after he jumped from the turnbuckle post and landed, he was holding that spot. So yeah.
So Dom messed him up. Damn it, Dom. Dirty Dom. You're mean. You're just mean. Any case, it was 50-50 back and forth. They do anything, but man, the fans was all over Dom. Mm-hmm. They love Dom. And Dom is a babyface heel. He's doing bad stuff. He's literally living the Eddie Guerrero moniker.
Yeah.
Lie, cheat, steal. That's what he's doing.
He's not as charismatic as Eddie.
He could. I honestly think he's close. He's just not getting mic time. Okay, you know what? If I were to give Dom some advice, okay? Mm-hmm. If I was to give him some advice, I ain't trying to turn him into Eddie Guerrero. I'm just trying to turn him into what he needs to be. He looks too comfortable. He looks like he can just stroll through a whole match. He needs muscle tone.
Yeah, he does.
He needs muscle tone, and he needs to never stand up straight. Always have that wrestling crouch thing going. Always have that. And look at the fans and then go do something mean.
Yeah, he's trying to do the arrogant thing.
Yes.
So he stands up straight and almost leans back.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very tall.
Mm-hmm. That's why he could get away with that crouch.
Yeah.
Like Kurt Angle, his wrestling stance.
Yeah.
Tyra May Steele's wrestling stance.
Yeah.
He can do that, and he can look at the fans with a smirk and go do something. Bam, right there. Sold. That's it. That's all he need to do. And find and research old school heel wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
And put that in it.
Dragging the face on the rope.
He did that.
A little bit of powder every now and then.
He just
there's so much that he could do.
There is too much he can do.
You need to watch Chase Owens.
Chase Owens was a damn great heel. Mm-hmm. Wasted in New Japan in terms of heel work. But after Dom, he hit Oblivion because his quote unquote his storyline girlfriend is out making a movie. Cool. I'm not gonna notice her or recognize her. I just watch the movie, think it's good or bad.
You'll notice her. That big old mouth of hers. Short skirt McDuffie got a big old mouth.
He used Oblivion. Judgment Day come out. Finn is caught. He took forever, but he's got the chair. Then they get ejected. Penta got a topic on Hiro, and then he was on his hip. And
the people on Hiro on 2 of Judgment, Finn did not take that move.
Yeah, and my ad, they waited forever.
They did.
That. Stop doing that stuff, y'all. All right, the proper way to do a dive is to go into it immediately. If they gotta wait, you don't need to do it. Find something else. But He dove on two people for no reason because they were leaving. Dom is the opponent.
Yeah.
Dom wasn't even a part of the people. You know, then El Grande Americano, he come out, and they keep calling this man Chad Gable, but clearly it's not.
We know who it is.
But he headbutts Penta,
a head
and then
like
he
that.
loses after Dom's frog splash.
Ain't nobody but Gable.
Women folks said something. I'm finna move on.
Ain't nobody got a head like that but Clark Gable.
Clark Gable's dead.
Nah, man, he's alive and well. He's
El Grande Americano.
He's a larger coffee.
El Grande Americano is who he is. Mm-hmm. Chad Gable is who he is.
That Clark Gable head and that small
Hey,
Clark Gable body.
Hey, look. It was the Diamond Stud. That's who he was.
Who, Clark Gable?
No. Diamond Stud. Then he left. Then he was what? Razor Ramon. Then he was Scott Hall. See what I'm saying?
So
slightly different people each time. It's your persona. It's who you are. Respect the persona. Ain't like we playing Final Fantasy and then I would type in there, "Hey Cedra, what's up?" I wouldn't do that. You are who you are. So let's just respect what's going on because it's funny.
Americano.
It's funny as hell.
The large coffee, Clark Gable.
Damn it, woman. You ain't even trying to have fun.
I'm having a ball. Can't you tell?
It's El Grande. Yeah. El Grande Americano. Make way. He's coming through. So, Pat McAfee versus Gunther.
Oh, man.
Gunther humiliated Pat, and Pat turned things around only to be stopped short. Gunther gave a clean break. Pat fired up, and you know he tripped over the top rope trying to hop over.
Yes. Landed
on his knee. He did right. Once he realized he messed up, he didn't even try to correct it. He's like, "No, I'm gonna land on my knee." And the crowd's like, "Ooh," but he went right into it. Yeah. There was no wasted time. Nope. He might as well land on his feet and ran. He did. I gotta give him credit on that.
Yeah.
All right. And look, y'all, we don't like Pat McAfee. I wanted to see Gunther dog walk him, okay, with 2 leashes and a videotape. That's what I wanted him to do. Get your phone out and show how you dog walk this dude up and down this ring.
2 leashes and a videotape. Wow.
So I wanted him to mess him up. All right. Beat him like he owe you money and told you he ain't going to pay.
Beat him like he stole something.
Beat him like you stole something. You trying to keep it. You know? Pat turns things around, the little shine, prolonged hope spot. The fans keep reminding Gunther he tapped out while Michael Cole begs for him to end the match. I'm like, look, check this out, y'all. Check this out. When the fans start chanting, "You tapped out," because that's a Kurt Angle thing, that transitioned to a Triple H thing because of Benoit. So look, when they say, "You tapped out," you know what the person should do? Hang his head and be like, "You're right," and then go to the back. I tapped out. I'm leaving. Imagine if that happened. Come out, Gunther's music. "You tapped out. You tapped out." And Gunther look at everyone.
Oh, mortified. You're right.
Get poo-poo face. Yeah, you're right. I'm leaving.
I ain't nothing no more.
Yeah, that's what they should do. What y'all think about that? So, Pat fights on this. He puts on the sleeper, takes a suplex instead. Cole begs Gunther to end the match. Cole cheers Pat on the fight and Gunther and yet Gunther to end it. "Fight on, partner! You can do it, Gunther. Have mercy."
I know, right? Well, make up your mind. You want the match to go on, or you want it to end?
Is that why you do commentary everywhere you go, Cole? Because you do not know what to do with your woman?
Oh, okay.
You know, let's keep going. Let's hurry up and get done. Prolong this, baby. We got to end it quick. Like, I don't know what to do with you. Like, I don't know what to do with me either.
Right.
So they exchange blows with Pat missing a few kicks here and whatnot. Oh, and my ad, if he won't miss him because he was supposed to, He was missing because he was missing.
Mhm.
Then he got power bombed. That was
Yeah.
good. Gunther applied the reverse Boston Crab, and Cole left his desk. I was like, yeah, and the fans came up when Cole got up. I was like, is he known for just dropping people?
But Michael Cole.
Yeah. Because he got up and the fans was like, oh, it's on now. It's on. Michael Cole got up. I was like, is he known for just jacking people up? Is he known for jacking people up in the street? Empty your pockets, fool. Give me your money. I ain't got no money. Well, you give me his money. Then the dude go over and get the other dude's money. Is he known for that? You know? Is he brutal in disguise? So shoot. So Gunther pulls him into the ring, and Wade says, I cannot help you from here.
Yeah, he did.
Wade Barrett pulled a Cedric at that point. It's like, hey, bro, I'm on commentary. I can't
help you.
You shouldn't have left. I told you.
Exactly.
And I'm sitting here like, y'all think y'all slick? Because, like, Pat saves Cole with a super kick. This is AEW, because that's what they was doing with Tony Schiavone.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Schiavone.
Pat nearly gets the pin with the O'Connor roll, but, you know, Gunther's like, get up off me, brother.
No, little monkey.
You'll not make a fool of me this day. Pat gets a crossbody pin. Cole holds on to the leg of Gunther, who kicks out anyway. It's like, no, get off me, man. You ain't pinning me. Shoot, I'm Gunther. Pinning me. Lost y'all mind. Y'all must have forgot.
You don't know who you're dealing with.
By any means. So Pat tries to sleep him, but Gunther escapes and uses a lariat. And then Pat landed so poor. He landed like on his shoulder, neck
He
area.
landed on the side of his face. I was like,
Yeah, he got that skin up a little bit.
like, what in the world?
I'm like, hey, Pat, you didn't have to try to flip.
No,
You didn't have to try to flip. You know what you could have done?
you just fell out.
A flat back
You
bump.
just could have fell out.
And then put your legs up like there's the momentum, and
He
then
could
you'd
have
be all
jacked
right.
up his neck, his shoulder. He literally landed on the side of his face.
You're trying to be like the indie people. Like, that was a strong lariat that will pin no one. So Gunther applies a sleeper choke. Pat hulks up, fights only to be taken down, where he dies in front of the fans, family, and WWE staff. He lost the match, and you can expect him to be released from the company now.
Oh, really?
And then Cole checks on Pat's lifeless corporeous form. And then, you know, all of a sudden, Pat lives. He's up. And Cole looks at Gunther. And Gunther's like, you all right, man. And he left the ring.
He said all of a sudden Pat lives.
Well, that's what happened. Him dead. No, he's not. You know, Gunther's like, I respect you for not dying. All right.
Basically.
You know, that's pretty much it.
You
And then
survived.
Cody is in a silly commercial advertising vodka to children and their parents' units. So, you know. Hi, I'm Cody Rhodes. This is vodka. I know there's a lot of children watching. Trust me, you're gonna get lit.
What in the world?
What? I win.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Yeah, some people don't get drunk at all. You might be one.
Allegedly.
Try it out and find out. It's all right to drink, kids. Just don't get caught.
Allegedly.
I'm a professional. So, next is the WWE Undisputed Championship match. This is Randy Orton against John Cena.
You know, there was not a lot of matches on this show.
Nope, but they were all right matches.
They were all right. Just it wasn't many. You know, because you know sometimes their pay-per-views you be like it's going on forever, but they didn't do that this time.
Yeah, they used most match time for commercials. Like, there had to been damn near an hour of these advertisements.
And don't forget, you got to recount. You got to go back over all the matches.
Did y'all just see that match? Did you? Let's go 5 minutes to explain it.
And all the build-up for it. Yeah. So we did a lot of fast forwarders. Like, we saw the build-up.
Yep.
We saw it. They're mad.
That match is over.
They're mad.
Did you watch it? Hey, let's go over it for 5 minutes. You know what? The next match, let's go over that for about 5 or 10 minutes. And when it's over, let's go over that for about 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh, can we get to the match? You know? Paid advertisements. I get it. You got to make your money.
Yeah.
It's a capitalist society. Make your money. It's that simple. So, Cena's the champion, and Randy comes out, and everyone is singing about the voices in his head and stuff.
I think they go through the song about 3 times.
Yep, I would be singing. I hear the voices in your head. Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about my voices.
Yep.
Don't worry about yours.
Why your voices talking to my voices? Leave us alone. Don't be correcting my voices. They delude me properly.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, the opening was a standard match, even with John doing the heel walk off because, he's just done, right?
Yeah.
Randy stopped him. Yeah. I was like, man, I saw this so much in NWA and early WCW. Cena was doing the 10 punches and the fans was counting. He was like, you know what, man? No. And then Randy's like, no, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do 20. So he did it. So Randy hit him 20 times. And it was nice. Everyone was happy. Cena attempted the fireman's carry slam or the attitude adjustment. I'm like, you shouldn't be able to take that name. That's Lex Luger's power driver name, attitude adjustment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think Luger's going to mind.
No, he's not. It's like, I got paid. I did my thing. I can walk now. So Cena attempted the fireman's carry slam, and then they hit. Cole shouts, "Wait a minute!" I'm like, wait a minute, what? So they slow motion the thing, and it was counted into the Ace Crusher. So I was like, oh, he's standing, but it was an Ace Crusher. It was the RKO out of nowhere. I was like, okay, that's cool. That's nice. I seen Diamond Dallas Page do it. That's cool. I'm going to sell this because I just seen it so much, right? That's just me, y'all. So, don't hate the player, hate the game.
But most of the folks watching this don't even remember who DDP is.
And trust me, it's not adult film stuff.
Oh, gosh. Diamond Dallas Page people.
So, they exchanged blows, like in all matches. Cena's finisher for a 2 count. Randy hit Ace Crusher for a 2 count. Randy missed the punt kick and then takes another fireman's carry for a 2 count. The ref is squished out for a while, so yep. So Cena hits the finish for a 2 count. Cena tried to use the belt, but he eats the Ace Crusher for a 2 count. The fans chant BS, but they don't know what BS is because stuff happens. This is supposed to happen anyway, and the counts were fair at least when it was happening. The ref is down again after Randy is shoved into him. Randy hit Cena's move on the table, but Cena slid off, and the table, latently collapsed. It was terrible.
Yeah.
It takes Randy a while, but he finds a table, and that pleases the fans because it's a table. Randy gently uses Cena's finisher on the table. It was so careful, so short. Cena gets into the ring, Ace Crusher 2 count. Ref flew into the ring. Ref just ran down.
He was rolling. I'm surprised he didn't careen into the ring. He was rolling so fast.
Man, he didn't catch a Yoshihashi.
Yoshihashi jacked himself up, man.
Yep. Cena ran past Orton, hit the ref with the belt. I mean, it was like, I missed you. I missed you, Orton. Let me hold this up and keep running.
Yeah, he clocked that ref.
I was like, I think you was trying to hit the ref like Cena was just a byproduct. Yeah. That's how bad it looked. It looked terrible.
You mean Randy was a byproduct?
Yeah, Randy. So I'm seeing Cena's name written a lot here.
That's okay.
Yeah,
he hit that ref, and then the entire bench cleared. Everybody and their mama ran from the back.
They did? Oh, yeah, the staff and stuff.
Yeah, you would have thought that he shot the man. I mean, all the dudes in the suits came out there.
Officials come to the ring, and then Randy Ace crushes every single last one. Now, even the staff that was walking to him to take it.
He hit Nick Aldis first.
Again.
We
were even. Now we're not.
I think it's gonna be a thing. I don't think
he's gonna get Aldis in the ring by SummerSlam or Survivor Series.
Yeah, I don't think Randy paid for this one in advance.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, in truth, the Viper cannot beat the National Treasure.
The National Treasure.
Happening. It's not happening. Randy is a gimmick where Aldis is a wrestler.
He's legit.
That man good. He can put on a 5-star match in his sleep. I was loving that stuff in the NWA.
Mm-hmm.
I was loving it. And so, all right. So yeah, that staff that walked over, like, I'm gonna come to you and walk at you and just ace crush me. So then Randy's getting ready to do the punt kick again. R-Truth comes in and stops him and takes an ace crush. I was like, yay, R-Truth got on the pay-per-view. You know, and then Cena hits a low blow, has the belt, hits Orton, tosses it, and the ref awakens.
The low blow was beautiful. Randy was yelling at R-Truth, why'd you do this on the ropes, and John Cena comes from behind and hits him with a low blow. And Orton's knees buckle, and his ankles bend all up, and he just drops. I was like, "Oh man,
that it looked legit."
It looked
that's
terrible.
Took his balls from him. And then that was a slow count of 3 because I was like, he's gonna kick out. It took forever.
It did, because that was the ref that fell into the. It looked like he hit the steps and hit his head. I thought he was out.
And then the match is over. Something's going on, and Cena's indignant. Mm-hmm. I know y'all can't see me, but can you hear me? Cut my damn music. Like, drink it in St. Louis. This is what the last real champion looked like. It's like, oh, okay. Looks like.
Looks like, yeah. And I am enjoying Cena's heel work. Mm-hmm. I really am. The fact that he had his music, I'm not going to let y'all enjoy my music. I ain't going to let y'all enjoy shit. Oh, and the ring announcer, whatever her name is.
Yeah, she got it right.
She got it right. She didn't have to be told 3 times. She's like, you know what? I don't have time to have John Cena read me the riot act at the end of this
Backlash
review. So let me get it right the first time. And she did a good job.
Yep. I'm getting ready we're gonna watch SmackDown after this.
We're gonna watch SmackDown.
So I'm just getting that ready, y'all. That's what the typing you hearing.
But yeah, that was the show, and it wasn't a bad show. It was pretty good. It wasn't any match that. All the matches were decent.
Mm-hmm.
All the matches were decent.
They were decent. The minimum I could give a match, legitimately, if you go on a 5-star rating, is 3. On a 4-star rating, I could give it no less than 2.
And the women's match, I want to say again that it was a good match too, because in the very least, it looked like a struggle.
Yeah. It was a fight, and it looked like, you know what, mom's coming here to beat my ass, and I'm going to fight back from it. Mm-hmm. It's just,
I hope her Lyra is okay.
Lyra did a masterful job. I'm going to tell y'all what it was. She came out with job face and won. Mm-hmm.
Maybe her job face was anger.
Like she couldn't convey it right or something. Maybe. I don't know. But you can't trust her alleged job face. Yeah. That is what she did.
You can't predict what she's going to do when she comes out there. And that's important, because when you can start predicting what somebody's about to do, win or lose based on their face, it really gets boring.
Yes. So I am liking what she did. I do like Lyra to an extent.
She's grown on us some.
Becky,
and this was the best matches I've seen her in. She really did well.
I'm gonna have to get used to Becky Lynch. I'm not digging the last name, and if y'all don't know why,
go look it up.
So, there's a lot of names she could have used. Wouldn't use that one.
If you look it up, this is what I think. You look it up and you see the history of the name Lynch in this country, which is the United States. She isn't from here.
Nope.
So she doesn't have that history attached to it. There isn't any reason for her to know it. Just to be honest.
You know what? I think Becky Robinson would have been a good name.
Becky Robinson.
I don't know. Is there like a Becky Robinson somewhere or something like that?
I'm sure there is a Becky Robinson somewhere in the world.
I just never heard of one famously. That's really what matters.
Okay, I don't know. I'm sure there is.
I don't know. But Becky Robinson, she looked like she could be a Becky Robinson. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just, okay. So that's going to do it for us. This has been Cedric and Cedric for CRWC commentary on WWE Backlash. That happened in St. Louis, where Orton lost in front of his family and his hometown.
His whole legacy has been erased.
Yep. But he didn't die and get up though. That was Pat McAfee. So him, and we want y'all to like, share, subscribe, click that bell. Y'all can be cool, be chill, be safe, so we can see you next time. Yeah.